So crowning and polishing this really nice USA Telly fretboard. I taped it off, as you can see. Actually, I've already done the crowning on it, and basically it's simply just after you level it, after you level your frets. There's a million videos online about that. It's a skill, but it's also very simple. Regardless of that, I had just put crowns on. Now I'd like to polish them. So after the crowning, if you look real close, you can see the little line. There you go. And I've already started polishing the fretboard. And how I do that is I use fret protection. And I've already finished my first pass of my 1500 grit paper. So I line up my papers, my micro mesh papers, according to the different levels. Started out with 1500, and I think this is 1800, 2400, 3000, 4000, 6000, 8000, and then I think the last one is 12,000. I am correct. And I usually have two different types of fret protection. I lay down tape first. Don't really need to keep these around, because if you make a miss on a piece of tape with the micro mesh, it's not going to really make much of a difference. But I just do it because I'm so used to doing it because I always do. I usually have these down on pretty much any work that I do. Just one ding, one miss, one piece of tape that didn't have the protection down. It goes on and on and on, and you wind up wasting time. So in order to save time, I spend a little bit of extra time. Then I just go along with the papers. And it's relatively monotonous work. I usually have music going, and this is how it goes. It's just, I go on and on and on and on. And then at the end of every pass, I'm just going to do one pass. At the end of every pass, I usually count to 10 or 15, depending on the condition of the fret. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I always make sure that I'm doing the same tempo. 8, 9, 10. That way, 7, 8, 9, 10. That way, I don't lose my level. And usually, I'll do it to the beat of the music. 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, after the crowning file grit, which is 150 and 300, and I'm going up to this grit, which is 400. I'm sorry, it's 1500 was the rust, and then this is 3000. I take very much care to not miss. Now you can mark with a magic marker your frets, but you get to a point where you don't need to. I just, whenever I'm moving, or if I'm getting up and going to get a coffee or drink or something, I always leave it on the fret that I was working on. That way I don't make a mistake of redoing something. And as you can see, I'm winding down here. So I change to my next fret protector. And on these lower ones, I usually go a little bit extra, because for some reason the wear always seems to come mostly down in this vicinity. So I'll give this a couple extra passes each time. Also, because of the natural setting of the neck into the pocket, it always seems to get a better job in down the road. Talking marathon here. And that would be the end of that. Now, because the frets are scratched in one direction all the time, I'll give it a pass like this at the end. And if you look in the light, you can actually see the work that you've done based on what this just did. Real simple.